So this morning's discussion started with a couple of headlines. The first one being about a law student who is threatened with expulsion. And his heinous crime was that he had the audacity to say that women are the ones that have vaginas. And apparently that sort of statement is not allowed anymore. And that leads into Joe Rogan, who wrote a big post about the fact that in America, what is happening de facto is that if you're a white heterosexual male, you're simply not allowed to speak. You can't say anything at all. And that is just so rampant in our culture. And so we were talking about, the Latin American cultures where machismo and being bold and very forward is appreciated. It's preferred. And I was making the comment that women that I know, if you talk to them one-on-one, they really appreciate a man who will be bold, who will walk up to them and tell them they're beautiful or ask them out on a date or that sort of thing.
I saw this meme the other day. It was saying, tell your girlfriend or wife she's beautiful, because if you don't, some Middle Eastern guy will. I thought, whether Middle Eastern, Mexican, black, the dark guys are bold as anything. I mean, I walked down the street of Mexico. Yes, I've been to Mexico. And I will get a proposition from probably 5 or 6 of them in a half an hour. It's so common. And Africa was the same way. And I will get Middle Eastern guys hitting me up on Facebook, and nice as can be. And just like last week, I was like, okay, tell me honestly, why are we talking? Like, I'll never see you. He's from Egypt. And he's like, well, I was hoping someday you could come over here and we could date and maybe get married. I'm like, I'm married. I told you I'm happily married. What in the world? Like, what do I have to do to get you to stop thinking that? He's like, you probably have to block me. I'm like, okay then, done. So, it's just, but a part of me is very turned on by that.
It's very flattering.
It is flattering. I love that you go walking down the street in Mexico and there's a few guys that'll like, I'm like, oh, I'm pretty, you think so? Oh, who doesn't like that? I'm sorry, but these women that are like, well, you can't, open a door for me or whistle at me. I personally think it's kind of self-hating, and they just don't really accept themselves as a woman. And believe me, I get that. For a time in my life, I really wanted to be a man because I felt like it was a man's world and they were stronger, and it made me feel weak and sissy. But the reality of the situation is I am compared to a man. And I've finally learned to embrace it because I realize I don't need their muscles to still control their muscles.
That's the key to it. The women who don't want to be catcalled, who don't want men to be forward, see themselves as helpless victims.
Yes.
They don't, and again, this is a problem in our culture. They have not been taught about the power that they have and how to use it.
See, I was told when I was young that the man is the head of the house and the woman is the neck and turns the head wherever she wants it to be turned. And, I found the more I embrace my feminine wiles, the more that is exactly true. Yeah, we sometimes disagree. And yeah, once or twice he's actually been right and convinced me that his ways is the better way. But the vast majority of the time, I tend to convince him of my way. And I don't do it by way of punching him or doing some rough thing. I just simply talk, reason things out, And if we are mad and we go to sleep mad, I mean, there was a funny meme the other day.
Yes, they said that women never end an argument. A woman won't do that. All she'll do is she'll just wait for a lull in the conversation, and then she'll go to bed naked and let you figure it out. And it goes back to, as a guy, how do you want your life to be? What is your goal? Is your goal to be the emperor of the universe and no one ever questions you, or do you want to have a peaceable and pleasant existence with somebody that's helping you along the way?
Is it more important to be right or to be